Warning. The following podcast is intended for a mature audience due to the dropping of bombs of the F, S, B, and C varieties. Listener discretion is advised.
And now, coming to you live from the tri-state area and San Francisco, California, it's the best part of Wednesday, Waffle Box, with your hosts, Mike Fish and Kush Hayes.
Welcome to Waffle Box, the podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Coming up on episode 164, we find out how funny was the Edinburgh Fringe Comedy Festival. When can a lap dance lead you to losing your job? Blink Twice is this week's movie review, and much, much more. I am Mike Fish, and I am suffering a mosquito bite right next to my gentleman's, so I'm a little bit shifty today. But that's neither here nor there. But I am joined, as always, by the main man from San Fran. It's Mr. Kush Hayes. Kush, hello, buddy.
Mike Fish, you suffered a hand at the fate of a mosquito, and I also pepper sprayed myself with some spicy Korean ramen this morning. It was pretty terrible. But this is the Waffle Box. It's the original Waffle Box. You accept no substitutions because it is the best part of Wednesdays. Coming to you all the way from the future home of Super Bowl 60. You love us because we do this, and we do this because we love you. Producer Lathan, how you living?
What's up, fellas? So you know I love a good fuck around and find out story. Well, did either of you hear about the woman in China that was trying to eat a live shrimp when the shrimp was like, "Not today, sweetheart," jumped out from her chopsticks and stabbed the bitch with one of its arms?
No
Now,
way.
I'm no animal rights activist or anything, but if you plan on eating an animal alive, you better be prepared for that sucker to defend itself.
Yeah, all right. I'm allergic to shrimp, so that would not even have been in that situation, but wow. Terrifying. Also, it's stupid.
Why are people eating live shrimp?
Yeah, great question.
Does it taste better when it's alive?
Probably. But it probably wiggles while it's going down.
Oh.
Probably makes a little sound.
I don't think I'll be able to do that.
There's some weird reason she decided to try and eat a live animal.
Like there's sushi, and then that's fresh sushi. That is.
It's still alive. Yeah, it's not even cooked. It's definitely not cooked. It's not even frozen.
Oh, just the thought of it wriggling down my throat. Oh. No, not for me. Not for me. Well, she got what she deserved, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
What's been up? What have we been up to in this last 7 days on this spherical rock that we call home?
I had a fantastic series with the White Sox working against the San Francisco Giants last week, and then saw a couple movies, as I always do, and then geez, it felt like I had something else just here to say, and I blanked out. It's following up with the Redhead Days Festival via social media. Looks like one of the biggest events they've had in the last 15, 17 years. I'm not sure. There was weather problems, so some things were altered. Definitely glad I was not there for the weather, and again, double glad I was not there to camp. Although I've never camped there, but I wouldn't have camped there anyways. However, I miss all my friends. I hope everyone had a great time, and looks like it was another success for Bart Rowan House.
Fantastic. Shout out to the Redhead Days. What did I do? I watched a lot of wrestling this weekend. Oh, it was All Elite Wrestling, All In, live from Wembley Stadium.
I hate to cut you off. Speaking of wrestling, shout out to the surviving members of Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid's family. He passed away the day we're recording this.
Yes, unfortunately, passed away of cancer. Apparently, he's suffering for about 7 years or something with cancer.
Jeez, I don't wish that on him, buddy.
But I did see on social media. Now, I had to give a shout out to this. Like, how cynical have we become as a race of humans? Where someone,
we'll talk about that later.
It was Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com. He posted a screenshot saying, the son of Sid Vicious has posted on Facebook that his father had passed away after battling with cancer for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the comments was, sad if true. But it's his son is announcing it.
Yeah.
Like, how cynical are you that you don't even believe it when his son announces that his dad's died?
Yeah, why would he make that up?
Exactly. Fucking weird. Like, humans are weird. Social media is
Yeah.
weird. Fucking hate it.
We're gonna get into that a little later in our movie review today. But you were watching AEW this weekend.
Yes, all in live from Wembley Stadium, 50 odd thousand people.
Oh wow, that sounds intense.
It's impressive. It was a great show. Great show.
Like
Britain's
Wembley, that's a
own.
big deal for those that don't know. That's a big deal.
Very big deal. It's a very big deal. It's where Live Aid was, that famous Queen performance that everyone has seen. Where
Was
Freddie
it that
Mercury
Wembley or was it the previous Wembley?
Well, Live Aid was at old Wembley Stadium, then it got knocked
Okay.
down and rebuilt, and this is at the new Wembley Stadium, obviously. But it's technically not the same thing, but it's in the same place and it's the same name, so whatever.
It's from that episode of Ted Lasso where they fight and then Jamie Tart like Pat. You know, now I'm just being silly. Please go on.
No, I was just gonna say, like, even as the history that the old Wembley Stadium had, it was a terrible stadium. I used to hate going to that place. It was one of those places that, like, if you got the wrong seat, you had one of these giant, thick cement columns right in front of you.
Oh, that's a thing that happened. Oh,
so you'd have to like lean to one side just in case if the ball and the game of soccer was happening, and you like something exciting was happening, and they'd disappear for a couple of seconds behind this post and then come back out. Like, oh, it's horrible.
That explains why it's only £2, whereas the seats to your left and your right were 40 quid. So there you go. I hope that's the case at least. Like, I
have no idea. It was so long ago. That was at the point where I was young enough where other people paid for my stuff.
Nice.
I do miss childhood when other people pay for shit for me. Oh, and now I have to pay for it myself.
I get it.
Adulthood sucks. But yeah, anyway, shout out to Will Ospreay, Essex's own Will Ospreay, for defeating Maxwell Jacob Freeman to win the AEW International title. He's the guy, if you don't know him, YouTube him. He's one who says like every other word and calls everyone bruv, because that's where we're from.
That's Will Ospreay you're talking about? Will
Ospreay, yeah. So he's like, yeah. So
I've seen him live.
I'm gonna do this like, and then I'm gonna do that bruv, and then I'm gonna do this like.
Okay.
That's how he talks. It's beautiful.
I've seen him live at a couple of APW events. I want to say like 4 or 5 years pre-pandemic.
He's bloody good, isn't he?
He's very good. I don't remember him talking at all, so I don't remember the bruv and the likes. But no, he was quite a talent. Again, this was 7-8 years ago now, though. So
he's one of these that they can effortlessly like bounce off one side of the ring and then run, and then in the middle of the ring do like a front salt thing, and then twist and then do a backflip over the top rope and into a moon. It's like, how the fuck does a human work like that? It's just blows my goddamn.
He's only got so many of those in his arsenal, so I would not abuse that.
Oh yeah, one day he's gonna wake up and be like, "Where's my knees? My knees are gone."
Or what he's gonna break his knees in the middle of the move. Yeah. But anyways, congrats, Will Ospreay.
Fucking Debbie Downer over here. Oh, you can do that now, but once you get to my age, sunshine.
Oh my God. Again, I hurt myself getting out of bed some days. So yeah, it's gonna catch up to Will too.
Yeah, I've hurt my knees getting up off the toilet once. That was.
Oh my God, that's terrible. I can't even make fun of that. I don't even know how you would do that.
It's one of those embarrassing stories that even though it happened in the bathroom, so I was alone, and so if I wanted to bury that story within the depths of the sand, I could have done. But it's one of those stories that's so embarrassing, you kind of like, I have to tell other people this happened. I need to share this embarrassment.
It was one of the coldest winters in San Francisco. It was hanging out in the corner with the boys. It wasn't a cigarette. I was hitting a blunt. I hit it wrong, coughed just violently enough that I ended up in the hospital that day.
What happened? Did your lung come out your mouth or something?
No, lower back just exploded. It was like, we are doing this today, sir. Like, it was like, Jesus. Wow. And then I was on pain meds for like a month. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure I was unemployed at the time, so we didn't miss. I don't think we missed any work. But you know, getting out of bed, out of my gigantic California king size bed, That was quite a chore.
Look at me. I'm rich, man. I have a California king. I'm just
But
gonna
not feel rich that
slide that into the story, huh?
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway. Shall we get into some top stories? We've got a bunch of top
Why
stories.
not, man? I heard there's a
Fun
lap
stories.
dance coming my way.
Oh, you get ready to laugh your ass off, but hopefully you don't injure yourself doing so. We're gonna talk about the Edinburgh Fringe Comedy Festival, much more. If you would, Lathan, with the jingle. It's time for this week's top stories.
It's now time for this week's top stories.
You can tell we recorded that jingle early on in Lathan's career because he actually sounds like excited and happy in that voiceover. And now he's just a bitter man. We've beaten the happiness out of this AI host.
Somehow the last 15 months with us has just like crushed his spirit.
Yeah, that's how you know artificial intelligence is pretty good. It's learning. It started as happy and it hung out with us for a year and a half, and now it hates itself. Well, there you go.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, mate.
Anyway.
Anyway, yes, the Edinburgh Fringe. I keep calling it Edinburgh Fringe. Edinburgh Fringe Comedy Festival happened this year, as it does always in August, over in Edinburgh in Scotland, and they have published the winners of the best jokes of the festival. So we're going to test some out on you, Kush. See what you think. There is like I think they come out with like a list of top 15, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do the top.
I feel like we did this last year, didn't we?
I think we did.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting some deja vu here, so I'm looking forward to this.
Another annual. This is my second favorite annual feature that we do. Obviously behind Pornhub Family Feud. That's the best one. Coming soon, first week of January. But yeah, so I'm gonna read out these jokes, and then at the end of it, you are gonna see if you agree on the top 5. Or if the voters are idiots. Are you ready to laugh, Kush?
Yes, I'm always ready to laugh.
Number 5.
Number 5.
So from Mark Simmons, comedian Mark Simmons. I love the Olympics. My friend and I invented a new type of relay baton. Well, he came up with it, and I just ran with it.
That's fun. That's a dad joke. That's a fun dad joke.
Not bad.
That's okay. That's okay.
Number 4.
From Arthur Smith. Yeah, that's a comedian's name. Oh, as soon as I see the name Arthur Smith on a poster, I'm ready to laugh. His joke was, quote, I sailed through my driving test. That's why I failed it.
He's on a boat.
Yeah.
You know, the first joke is funnier.
Number 3.
It's still not a bad joke, but first joke.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Number 3 from Alex Kitson. Their joke was, I ate a horse at a restaurant once. Wasn't great. The starter was all right, but the main was dreadful.
I get the main. I don't know what the starter is. Was that the jockey?
Maybe. Was that the horses? They start. I don't know, but yeah.
That's definitely the worst of the 3 we've heard.
Yeah.
Maybe an equestrian that listens to the Waffle Box. Our whole demographic of equestrians are just dying right now. Like, that stupid Kush Hayes. Fuck is wrong with it?
That mane was dreadful. Maybe.
Number 2.
From Alec Snook. Alec Snook.
Okay.
Their joke was, I've been taking salsa lessons for months, but I just don't feel like I'm progressing. It's just 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Also, another funny dad joke. Yeah. I like that. That's funnier than the first joke.
Ooh, okay. I think the horse one so far is the worst.
Yes, I 1000% agree.
All right, let's find out, right?
Number 1.
Oh. The best joke, apparently, at the Edinburgh Fringe Comedy Festival.
Number 1.
From Mark Simmons, who came 5th in this. I was going to sail around the globe in the world's smallest ship, but I bottled it.
That's funny too. Wait, so did you go from 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
5 to 1.
Okay, okay. That's not the funniest joke. That I would say that's the third funniest joke. Still very funny.
Right.
So I would go
So where
2,
you going?
5, 3.
Wait,
4,
so
5.
the salsa joke, you're funny. You've said that's number 1?
Yes.
Number 1, all right?
Number 1.
No, that's number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2 is number 1.
Number 1.
Thank you. And so what was your number 2?
Number 2.
Fifth joke.
Number 5.
And what was your number 3?
Number 3.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 4 is still number 4.
Number 4. Number
And
4.
then number 3 is 5.
Number 3. Number 5.
So in order, number 5.
Number 5.
I ate a horse at a restaurant once. Wasn't great. Start was all right. And the main was dreadful. Number 4
Number 4.
was number 4.
Number 4.
I sailed through the driving test. That's why I failed. Number 3. I was going to sail around the globe in the world's smallest ship, but I bottled it. I think that's more of like an English. Do Americans say, "Oh, I did it. I was going to do something, then I bottled it"?
No.
Does that translate?
Yes, for old guys like me. Yes.
Okay. For those that are younger, then what that means, for example, let's just say you were playing a game of baseball and your team was up 6-0 in the 9th inning, and then you lost 7-6. You bottled that. You bottled that game. Like you took victory from the loss from the mouth of whatever. Anyway, and then number 2.
People used to anyway, yes, go.
My friend and I invented loads of and he came up with the idea of remember it. And number 1, I have been through taking self lessons. This was step 4 and 2 this back. Congratulations. So yeah, the real congratulations goes to Alex Snook. You did the best joke. Mark Simmons. Grifter. Anyway, those were the funniest jokes from the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Now,
Nice.
Oh, Kush, we've got some controversy coming out of a high school.
Boy, do we
somewhere.
ever. It's funny though. It's funny, unless you're the guy in the controversy. But it's funny.
Do you remember? Because you sent me this story. Do you remember which state this is in?
This is California.
Oh, it's
Like
California.
I believe it's in the East Bay. If it's not up in Sacramento, Stockton area, it was in the East Bay. I forget. But yeah, I got it from a Bay Area website.
Robert
ATVU Channel News, I believe.
Robert Nunez, Bullheck Colony High School's principal, has been placed on administrative leave after a video appears. Again, that word. A video appears to show him. It does. It shows him.
It does. It's very
Him and the school's mascot recreating a lap dance at the high school's back-to-school rally. The video shows Nunez in a chair as the mascot spins it around, and as Nunez, wearing sunglasses, removes them, tosses them aside, and pops a confetti cannon, whilst the mascot dances towards and around him, I guess, as if to mimic ejaculation.
Yes, exactly.
So excited the confetti come out of his penis, as it happens to all of us sometimes
That does
in our
happen
life.
at some point in age.
The two eventually switch places, with Nunez performing similar actions as the mascot remains seated. In a statement, the Merced Union High School District said it was investigating the incident and that Nunez won't be participating in any school-related activities or responsibilities in the meantime. So basically, he has been, what's the word? It hasn't been sacked. He's been suspended.
He's been suspended with pay. So hope he enjoys his extended vacation because he just got back from summer break. So
now I'm not one to suggest that this man should be fired or should lose his job. He made I think a
dumb idea, but
a poor decision. Let's just say that.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good phrasing. Poor decision.
Apparently, I was reading into. Apparently, that the back to school rally was Vegas themed, which you know,
Really? Why would you do that?
at high school. Yeah, that's a high school rally. That's Vegas theme. Let's promote lewdness and gambling to high school kids. That makes sense. But even still, I don't think he should be fired or lose his job. At what point do you look at a mascot and go, it'd be really funny? You should totally give me a lap dance. That'd be really funny.
Yeah, what was that conversation like? And with that mascot, like, is that the phys ed teacher? Is that the biology teacher? Is that just some random dude from the neighborhood who's like, I'm here for you, coach. Let me put on the mask.
Ready to get in, coach? Get in the game, coach.
So I did a little
No small
digging,
parts,
and
only small
apparently
people.
their school mascot is Thor. Yes, that Thor. Now, if the god of thunder offers to give you a lap dance, who the hell are you to turn that down?
That's a good point as well.
I mean, it's the thunder from down under. It is Chris Hemsworth.
Have you seen the size of his hammer?
I have.
Heyo. Heyo.
Like,
Heyo.
this goddamn long. That's my elbow. It's that goddamn long.
That's a penis innuendo.
And in your endo.
Jesus, Lathan's having fun with the soundboard today. But yeah, to kids, not kids, teachers, principals. If you're going to be around kids, entertaining kids, maybe don't do a lap dance. Maybe.
You don't have to treat them like babies, but this was not their best idea.
Also, again, it's a high school. Do you know what we really? Give me that confetti cannon. I'm going to pretend that this lap dance is so good that I'm coming to orgasm.
So
That'd be hilarious for these high schoolers.
I don't know what your school dances were like when you were growing up, Mike Fish, but you and your lady get a little too close, a little too intimate together there on the dance floor as the song is playing and the lights are blinking, and then they'll just like, hey, break it up.
Like the boxers referee. Hey, step aside.
Make room for the Holy Ghost or something. That's if you go to a Catholic school.
I went to a Roman Catholic school.
After that assembly, how many kids were recreating that scene in the hallways in between periods? All of them. The answer is all of them.
Or going home to discover their manhood.
They probably already have discovered that, but so-and-so against was up against a locker and doing that twerk off for sure. Like, that was happening.
I can confidently say that when I was in quote unquote high school, which would have been now 23 years ago,
nice.
No one in my high school 23 years ago was twerking. I don't think twerking
wasn't a thing 23 years ago. So
back in my day, we never had twerking.
With Miley Cyrus in 2009.
We just had to rush our hand against the side of a boob, and we were happy. We were happy with the side boob. All these kids, and the fingering and the dingling. I don't get it. They're pregnant at 14. What's going on? I don't know why I got
the
this.
Yiddish man.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I do like a voice, it goes off in there. I don't know. Maybe it's because I hang around Brooklyn a lot. It's just like spin. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
It's
my brain.
Worm. I get it.
And they're always like confused to the point of fear. And then the kid jumped down as well. Anyway.
Oh, Mikey, I think you're being too hard.
Anyway, let's move on. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Let's unbutton my shirt. Finally, Kush. What are you gonna do with your body after you're dead?
Cremate. Yeah,
Tree
we
mate.
talked about this before. Yeah, just
Yeah, I know.
short and simple. Just and don't even get like a fancy urn. Just put me in a coffee can, and I don't know. Figure out what to do from there.
So a high-tech startup called Tomorrow Bio. Now, this isn't a new thing, but is giving people the option to cryogenically freeze their corpses in hopes that they may be revived one day in the distant future. Now, obviously, again, cryogenically freezing a dead body just in hope that one day science will be able to bring them back to life is not a new thing. I think it's been going around for quite some time. But
Let's say about 30 years now. Yeah.
yeah, now
But you had to have the cash.
you have to have a lot of cash, and you still have to have a lot of cash, right? But when I was reading this story, something that was quoted by the CEO of this company made me think, what the fuck? You know, when you think people have more money than sense?
Sure.
This is one of those examples, right? So, just to give you an idea, so the Berlin-based company is charging $222,000
Interesting.
plus,
Dollars, not Deutschmarks.
not euros,
Not euros. Not euros. Okay.
dollars,
Dollars.
plus
Thank
a $55 monthly membership fee.
Fucking, but I'm dead. How am I going to pay this monthly membership fee?
Well, I'll get into that in a minute.
Thank you.
They put their bodies and body parts on ice. Co-founder Fernando Azevedo Pinheiro, I don't think he's naturally German, but that's just a guess there.
He might be Argentinian.
Said, quote, for some, the primary motivation is the fear of dying.
Yes.
But you're already dead. Like, that's happened.
Well, no, so the whole point of cryogenic freezing is you're not dead yet.
Well,
you're about to die and we froze you. Can we bring you back? That's one question. But as of this moment, the $55 month membership fee better be keeping me alive. What the fuck?
well, no, but the way they do it, they have their own. They have like these like makeshift, not makeshift, but they old ambulances that they've got fancy stuff into it, and they have to wait until you die, and then they replace the bodily fluids with medical grade antifreeze to keep from irreversible cold damage, and then temperatures are dropped to around minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit over a week period. They kind of slowly freeze the body over a week, and then the body is stored in a long steel container containing liquid nitrogen for long-term storage. So they die. They're dead. You're dead.
Yeah, no, you're dead.
And then they freeze your dead body, and then. But anyway, I'll get to my thoughts on this in a minute, right? But the $55 monthly fee, real quick, you have to pay. You have to pay that, even though it's monthly, quote unquote. You have to pay it in advance because it says if a person is successfully revived after the procedure and their investment hasn't been fully used, they get some of their money back.
You're gonna need some money to, find a hotel. Yeah, sure.
So you pay. Say you pay for 40 years worth of storage, but you get revived after 30 years. You get 10 years worth of your money back.
So it's safe to say this is well over $250,000.
Well over, yeah.
Well over, yeah.
I would say so.
I know that Walt Disney's head. I don't believe his body. I also don't have the documents in front of me. It's one of those things that's. It's either a bullshit rumor that has lasted decades now, 50, 60 years now, or they just didn't think things through. I know Walt Disney's head is cryogenically preserved. So obviously this man he's a severed head. He's no body. It's just the head. And I believe they're going to, the theory is they're going to take his brain and put it into a living body. Maybe a robot. Possibly, hopefully a robot, but that's
maybe like Futurama, where they'll just stick it in a fish tank.
Well, I believe he's in a fucking mason jar, or some sort of like medical hybrid version of that. Yeah, but again, he's just a head. He's not a body. He's got no body.
He's all alone. He's got no body.
That's the sixth best joke to come out of Edinburgh.
But here's my problem with it. Either one, You die of a disease.
Truth.
So then not only have you got to hope that they can bring you back to life, but two, that they have the cure for that disease that killed you. Because if you die of cancer and they bring you back, you still have cancer and you just die again.
Right.
So that'd be a waste of a lot of money. Or two, you die of natural causes and they bring you back and you're still old as fuck and you're just going to die again anyway.
Well, this is where we're getting into the brain transplant part.
Well, I guess. But then you don't need the whole body then. I'll just freeze my brain.
They haven't thought this all the way through. And the people who want to believe in this are more than happy to just pay out money that they're not going to use because they're dead anyways.
So far, the company claims that 6 people and 5 pets have been frozen.
They've been brought back.
Why?
See, no one in this situation, whether it's this German company or any other company, no one's been brought back yet.
No.
Like there's a baseball player. It's not Hank Aaron. It's not Oral Hershiser. Because Oral Hershiser, I believe both those gentlemen are alive. I just met Oral Hershiser last month. So there's a baseball player who has undergone this as well. I want to say he was a Dodger. No, not Babe Ruth.
That's the only old timer baseball player that I know.
That's fair. That's an honest answer. I don't think it was Lou Gehrig, but again, some famous baseball player has also gone through this, and he's still on ice. That much I know. It's been at least 30 years.
I've got a sneaky little feeling that he's going to be on ice for quite a long time.
Before or after our lives end?
Oh, not.
None of these people are getting thought out, right?
Not that we can pay out on this bet.
Yeah.
But
what happens when your fucking deposit runs out? I bet
that no one is brought back to life before I die. I bet that's not going to
happen. I got 2 questions. I just said one of them. What happens if your deposit runs out and they ain't found the cure yet? Do they just flush you down the toilet?
Yeah.
2, what happens if this company goes bankrupt?
When this company goes bankrupt. That's what I'm going to suggest. Yeah.
They just are those brains transferred to another cryogenics company that can handle that volume? Like again,
they're taking to the North Pole and buried underground.
Oh, that'd be a good use of that land. But again, still, like even if it's just those 6 people we've talked about, like what 5 pets? That's 11 bodies. That's X number of bodies already. Like just today. What happens in 20 years when there's like 70 of them? And the company goes bankrupt and can't pay the bill for the freezer cost anymore.
I mean, other than obviously the influx of the initial $222,000, so out of those 6 people, 5 pets, it's 11 bodies.
Mm-hmm.
They've only got like a monthly income of less than $600. That's not going to pay your rent.
Yeah, right. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Do you know what?
It's science, so there's grants and all that shit, and there's some rich billionaire out there funding all of this because it's like, well, 35 today, but I'm gonna be 85 in a minute. So like, something stupid happens, I want that backup plan, and this is the best route. This is the best route. Trust me. But Elon, shut up? We can't go to Mars. I need this.
Do you know what my theory is?
Please.
So they die.
Sure.
Then they take the body in their fancy ambulance, take it to a building, walk straight through the building into the backyard, throw the body onto the bonfire, and go, all right, who wants to go to Vegas? And they fuck off. Like, what? No one's gonna know the difference. I mean, is anyone going, oh, let's go visit Grandpapa at this freezer facility?
I'm positive that is actually happening. Let's go visit Grandpa's severed head.
Ugh.
But eventually, those grandchildren, they have children, and they don't give a shit about great-great-grandfather Walt Disney. Like, too busy playing my Nintendo Switch here. I don't want to visit. I don't want to visit Grandpa Sickle. Like,
Some old crazy man wanting to go see his little cat Sprinkles, like frozen.
the pets is very surprising to me. It's like, God damn, the people at least are like holding out for hope, but the pets are just like, just get Snowball 2. Come on, man, get Snowball number 3. It'll be fine.
And what if, because the anatomies are slightly different, what if the technology is discovered of how to bring animals back to life before they can work out how to bring humans back to life?
That's usually how it happens too. They test on the animal first.
So Sprinkles is going to get brought back to life. What if her owner's dead and he didn't put himself? I mean, maybe he will, but you never know. And then now we got a stray zombie cat.
Ooh, zombie cat. That didn't go well in Pet Cemetery, by the way. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Did not go well. Did not go well. And there was no cryogenics involved in that. Just
And how are they testing this technology?
yeah, right. Again, they have to have figured out a way to bring them back from the dead and thaw them out. Yeah, Mike, you hit the nail right on the head at the top of this segment. People have more money than sense in this. Like, I mean, I'm no scientist. I did terrible in science and biology class, but you're already dead, baby. And
What
then
you
you're gonna
reckon?
get frozen? I don't know how this works, Davey.
What do you reckon is going to be the biggest problem for human society in 100 years' time? Robots / AI or zombie animals who have been brought back to life before their owners?
I have a feeling we're gonna get hit with another biological plague.
Brought on by zombie cats.
You know, probably.
Mm.
Probably.
Just burn everyone. Burn everyone. If I am going to become president of the earth, and you should vote for me.
Vote for Mike Fish. Fish
As soon as
2080.
anyone's died, legally they have to be cremated within 6 hours.
Oh,
We're
6
not-
hours.
Yep, 6 hours. We're not fucking around. No zombies. No
What if
zombies
it
on my
takes-
watch.
What if I'm in Miami and my mommy died in San Diego? I need to get there. It's gonna take more than 6 hours to get there.
FaceTime.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Sorry.
But I can afford the plane ticket. The
No.
flight's in 15 minutes.
No. As soon as they die, the clock starts. So you better run to the airport or drive quickly.
The whole thing where we're hiding cadavers now, just so people can say goodbye to their loved ones.
Oh Jesus! If there's a
There's
zombie
no purpose.
apocalypse, I'm blaming you, Kush. Well, you're the one who's. Why is your mum in Miami anyway?
Why am I in Miami? I don't know. I was having some mimosas in Miami.
Jesus.
It was
Your
summer.
mum ruining everything. Anyway. Anyway, we're pretty sure that these people that get frozen aren't going to come back to life anytime soon, so they haven't achieved
unfortunately
anything
not.
in their life. But let's talk about someone that has achieved something in their life. There's someone who's done something so remarkable that an Irish brewery has gone, well done. Well done. Top of the achievement to you. It's not racist, I'm half Irish. It's now time for this week's Dumb World Record of the week.
Why?
Uh-oh. Watch out, principal.
Why? 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 Why would you want to
Administrative
do that?
leave.
Confetti cannon. This week's Dumb World Record comes to us from a British man, but in the Himalayas. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Always colonizing you two.
We can't get enough of it. A British daredevil, Joshua Bregman, 35, earned the title of World's Highest Altitude Ski Base Jump
Nice.
when he completed the stunt on Mira Peak in the Himalayas. Bregman said that his team spent 2 weeks preparing for the record by scouting the jump spot and clearing debris to ensure a smooth ski.
Smart.
To break the record, So for those that don't know what ski base jumping is you stick some skis on your feet, you stick
On your
like
feet.
a parachute thing on your back, and you
there's a
ski
parachute.
off. You ski off a really fucking high place, and then I think you use some parachute or some wings, something, so you can fly down.
Okay.
Because to break the world record, Joshua skied off a cliff 18,753 feet above sea level.
He's definitely gonna need a parachute for that.
Yeah. He parachuted to the ground after doing that. So yeah, he didn't die, thankfully. This is another where I want to make fun of it, but it's for charity. But I'm still kind of make jokes of it because
I think you can still make fun of that.
why not? Bregman's record attempt was aimed at raising money for a charity and increasing awareness of human trafficking in Nepal.
Okay.
Like,
Very specific.
yes, it's a great cause. Yes, more needs to be said about human trafficking in Nepal.
Yep.
Human trafficking in Nepal is bad. We're the Waffle Box podcast. Say
We denounce human trafficking.
if you're going to human traffic someone in Nepal, Waffle Box says no, right?
Don't.
We're against it.
Don't do that. Don't or anywhere for that matter.
Or anywhere. Specifically
Nepal
not just specific, but especially Nepal. But not anywhere, but no.
By the way, everyone who's donated money to this cause has had no problem buying a street dog from the propane vendor at 3 a.m. outside of the club. Is that a thing in New Jersey? It's a thing in San Francisco and the Bay Area, but most of California. I know that.
Maybe I've lived a sheltered life, but I've never seen dogs for sale outside a gas station.
No, I didn't say a gas station, like a nightclub, bar, sporting event, whatever. It's a wooden cart. It's got a propane tank in it. It's got a metal sheet. They are propane broiling hot dogs.
Oh, I misunderstood what you. I thought you were talking about like buying like a street dog.
That is also a street dog still.
Well, all right, the dog. All right, you're thinking of dogs, as in hot dogs, as in sausages.
Yes.
I'm thinking about wolf dogs.
No.
Very different dogs.
Not wolf dogs. No.
Because at first I was kind of like thinking there was some shady guy with like 5 or 6 puppies trying to sell them on the street.
No.
And then when you got onto the metal sheet and the propane, I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on in California right now?
There's a shady guy. It's not involving canines, but it is involving people who owe a debt for being crossed across the border. And there's 36 people outside Oracle Park now trying to sell you a propane dog. Okay? Hot dog carts aren't a new thing, but guess what? When they actually have like regular permits and pay taxes and all that shit, 1, they show their permit on the cart. 2, if there's more than 3, 1 will stay on this corner, 1 will go all the way to the opposite corner. The 2 will never intersect because they will respect not competing with each other's business. However, with this organization, 30 people with propane tanks, all just hoping to get your money through Venmo or whatever it is. They don't carry cash because they get robbed these days. However, all those folks have been human trafficked.
Oh, well, okay. I was wondering where the fuck is this connect? Where's this going?
Yeah, there aren't 30 self-entrepreneurs out there. There are people working for one dude, and they're paying off a debt by selling propane dogs.
Oh, hot dog pimp.
Yeah, probably.
Get out there and work it.
Get out there and work that relish, girl.
Juan better have my money.
Well, it's all digital now, so yeah, he gets his money, no problem. There's no skimming off the top. Everything is digital. They do not take cash.
That's how they get you. But yeah, anyway, where was we? Human trafficking, bad.
Human trafficking, bad. Don't do it.
No
bueno.
Es bueno. No es bueno. But yeah, again, like,
by the way,
as much as I appreciate what he's trying to do here, I'm not gonna look or see a man ski base jumping off an 18,000-foot thing
He has to have a parachute.
and go, you know what? This really makes you think about human trafficking, doesn't it? This really makes you stop and think, puts everything in perspective. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, it would probably be more meaningful if he like locked himself in a storage container for 120 hours with just a bucket and a bag of peanuts or whatever, and no toilet paper, and just like, oh, this is how it goes down.
But he's not brave enough. Are you, Josh? Huh?
No, shots fired.
Josh, with your millions of monies, with the being able to buy skis and parachutes and shit. You disgust me. Anyway, congratulations, Josh, for breaking the world record. Anyway, still to come on this week's Waffle Box, we're going to be doing an August 28th birthday Blackjack. Ooh, Kush is going to be reviewing a movie. Ooh. And then we've got a feel-good story and all that good stuff. But stick around if you could. We'll be right back after this short word from our sponsors.
Hey, friends. Are people constantly judging you out in public because your hair is always a hot mess? You need to grab yourself a comb. Combs, keeping people's hair neat since 8000 BC and an official sponsor of the Waffle Box podcast.
Place your bets. It's now time for birthday Blackjack.
I also like to live dangerously.
Hey, welcome everyone to August 28th edition of Celebrity Birthday Blackjack here on the Waffle Box podcast. If you are watching the standalone version, this has been spliced from episode 164, which you can see the full episode on the YouTube channel or listen on your podcast apps. Spotify, Apple Podcast, Good Pods, the iHeart Radio app, Odyssey app.
Oh, that's exciting.
Anyway.
That's
Earlier on in the
app.
show, we was talking about the Edinburgh Fringe Comedy Festival top 5 jokes, and during the break, Lathan let me know that he has a joke that he thinks is better than those top 5. So he wants to tell us his joke. So before we get to birthday Blackjack, Lathan, what's your joke? What's your joke?
What do you call a black guy that's flying a plane?
What do you call a black guy flying a plane?
Do you want me to actually say it, or do you want me to let him drop the punchline? Because I know the answer.
Let's let him do the punchline. Lathan, what do you call a black guy that flies a plane?
A pilot, you fucking racist!
Marvelous.
I enjoy that episode of True Detective also.
It's a great joke. It's a great joke.
It's a great joke.
A friend of mine's favorite joke was, what's got 2 legs and bleeds?
I'm just gonna let you answer.
Half a dog. Anyway,
Damn.
let's get into this week's birthday Blackjack and how this works. So I'm going to give Kush and you 5 celebrities that are celebrating their birthday today on August 28th. And you have to guess how old they are now. Obviously, there's going to be a margin of error. So if you guess, say, 58 and they're 55, that's a margin of error of 3. And over the course of those 5 celebrities, you have to get your score 21 or below, so you don't go bust. Hence the Blackjack connection. Although new rule because of not in Blackjack, but if you are able to guess the age spot on,
Perfect.
you get to take off 5 points from your total. Kush,
See.
you were doing pretty good for a little while, and in the last couple of weeks, you have, as I believe scientists call it, you shit the bed.
Oh, I would just call it a losing streak. It's that 2 though.
It's pretty bad. So you are now currently at 10 and 16 on your birthday Blackjacks. So you got to try to get back into winning ways, and hopefully August 28th is a lucky day for
162
you.
games in the year.
You still could go for the wild card. Anyway, let's bring back those numbers. that Lathan overused earlier, but are you ready for this week's birthday blackjack?
I'm ready, sir.
Number 1.
Canadian queen of country pop. And guess what, Kush? That don't impress her much.
Oh,
it's
is
Miss
she Canadian?
Shania Twain. Man, she feels like a woman.
For 3 weeks, I worked at a Suncoast video in 1998 where we had VH1 Divas 97 playing nonstop. And so I heard her performance so many times. And I was like, yeah, all right. I get people like this. And Shania Twain, I think she's 51.
51 is your official guess.
Yes.
Well, Shania Twain, apparently, I only learned recently that apparently she is the queen of country pop, but whatever. She turned 59.
Wow. Holy shit. She still looks good for 59. Jesus Christ. Genuinely surprised about it. Also, I feel really good about turning 59. I don't have her assets or her resources, but yeah. All right.
Anyway, she looks good.
Really?
Let's not get into that. Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
We went from the queen of country pop to the king of Beverly Hills 90210. I don't think that was an official title, but there you go. Mr. Jason Priestley.
Oh, gotcha.
Harold Jason Priestley.
Shit, if Shania Twain is 59, he's 58. Like, he was significantly old for that role when he was Brandon Walsh on 90210. So, yeah, 58 is what I'm saying.
Jason Priestley is 55 today.
Wow. Okay. Oh, shit.
Which says
Closer, at least.
3 out, so it takes you up to 11.
11. Halfway there.
Living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear.
That's a great cap shot. Someone needs to isolate that shot there.
Anyway, where we go? Number 3. Number 3 is the composer of the greatest song in the world, Mr. Jack Black.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the greatest song in the world?
Have you not heard the song Tribute by Tenacious D? And this is the great song in the world.
Oh, I'm not into the Tenacious D.
So the story is, him and Carl Gass were roaming the streets, and the devil appeared in front of them.
Pick a Destiny is what you're talking
about? No, it was before then. It was a song called Tribute, and this was the music video. And the devil was basically, I will claim your souls unless you play me the greatest song in the world. And they just, on the spur of the moment, came up with the greatest song in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And the devil spared them their souls. So they went to the recording studio and couldn't remember the greatest song in the world, so they just wrote a tribute to the greatest song in the world, and that became the song Tribute by Tenacious D. Very good. Video is very funny. You should check it out. Dave Grohl plays the devil.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Also, Dave Grohl's there. Jack Black, not a youngster, but still gets treated like a fresh-faced kid. But he's been around since the Mr. Show era, which was like 1996 to 1999. Anyway, where I'm going with this is Jack Black, 57 years old.
57 is your official guess.
I wouldn't be surprised if you told me he's 60 though.
Mr. Jack Black was born on the exact same day as Mr. Jason Priestley. He is 55 as well.
All right. Only one
which
point.
puts you 2 out, which gives you a running score of 13.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take it. I don't know.
Got a little wiggle room. Yeah, got a little wiggle room.
Number 4.
Wiggle room. Number 4.
Wiggling is fun.
How on earth does she live without you? That's what she wants to know. It's Miss Leanne Rhymes.
Oh, sure.
How do I live without you? I want to know.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
a great
the
goddamn song from Con Air.
That was the Creed cover, apparently. How do I live with you? Having to know.
I bet they do a cover of that. If they don't, they should after this.
If they should, they should.
And
How old is
see how as a
Leanne
producer.
Rhymes?
Leanne Rhymes, again, that song that you just performed for us is from Con Air. The irony of that is the chick who performs in Con Air is not Leanne Rhymes, but I think does it a little bit better. Anyways, Leanne Rhymes. Go 57 again.
57. Leanne Rhymes.
Country music sensation.
On this very day, turned 42.
Wow, good for her. Wow, she's younger than me. That's amazing.
40. So that
She's
gives
been in
you
the game forever, dude. Again, Con Air, 1996, 1998, 1996, 97, 97.
So 42, it's 15 now. That puts you up to 28.
Oh, jeez. So the game is over, then.
Game's over.
The game's over. That's okay. One more just for fun. Just for the kids.
One more just for fun. Number 5.
Number 5.
This is the one right there.
Now, ooh, this is a good one. After doing research for this, because I do research, god damn it. If anyone says I don't, they're a
You put a lot of
liar.
work into this show, Mike Fish. I will never debate you on that.
Goddamn liar.
What?
I found out. No, I said if someone says I don't do research, they're a goddamn liar.
You are correct.
I found out some fun facts about this fella. So I'm going to introduce him as he deserves. Number 5 is one half of the infamous Wet Bandits and the guy, the narrator of Adult Kevin from the Wonder Years,
Yeah. Stern.
Mr. Daniel Stern. I had no idea that was him until doing this research. The diligent research that I do for every episode of Waffle Box.
Wonder Years would have been in syndication. I mean, probably would have been in syndication in the UK anyways, but would have been in syndication when you were of age to watch it. Which again, you're like, what, 5, 6 years younger than me?
How old are you?
46.
I'm 7 years younger.
7 years younger? Yeah, all right. So you missed the whole Wonder Years first run, or at least not old enough to remember it, because you probably were sent to bed at a proper age, proper time. Anyways, this is not a new fact for me. Daniel Stern, also the guy, the funny guy in City Slickers. Anyway, 64. Daniel Stern. 64 years old.
So you think Daniel Stern is only 7 years older than Leanne Rhymes?
I think he might be. Well, I thought he would have been 7 years older than Leanne Rhymes, but he's apparently 20 years older than Leanne Rhymes, is what I'm saying.
So you get 64.
22 years.
Daniel Stern is
64.
67.
Wow.
Which puts you 3 out, which gives you a final score on this week's birthday Blackjack of 31, which takes your record to 10 and 17. And unfortunately, I think now for the 4th week running,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
that's
Kush,
4 in a row.
you are a loser.
We're definitely not going to the Super Bowl on this one. However, we still have a shot at the wild card for the playoffs in the
Mm.
major leagues. Baseball.
We haven't determined when this season ends, but
I wish I knew how soccer football scores work. We're like, oh,
a
we only
soccer
got 82
ball.
more of these. Soccer ball? We only got 82 more of these to go.
Let's play some soccer ball. So yeah, congratulations, Kush, for being a loser. And that wraps up this week's
It was the
Birthday
role I was
Blackjack.
born to play.
We'll be back next week for our very first September edition of Birthday Blackjack. Oh, the leaves are gonna be turning brown. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh, we're gonna
All the leaves are brown, all the
pumpkin
leaves are brown,
spice lattes.
and the sky is gray.
And the sky is all the leaves are
California
brown.
dream.
All the leaves are brown.
On a winter's
Leaves
day.
are brown. All the leaves are brown.
This isn't even Zoom. We're just this off key, folks. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway,
I've been saying Zoom the whole episode, but this wasn't Zoom. It was just bad.
hit the like button. Subscribe.
We would like
we'll be
your
back.
video.
Yeah, we would. Anyway, see you next week. Anyway, let's move on to this week's segment where Kush reviews a movie in a segment that we like to call Kush's Movie Review.
Kush's Movie Review.
Welcome, everyone, to Kush's Movie Review. This week's movie review is of Blink Twice, a movie about a hostage situation. They were on a Zoom call, and they were kind of like, hey, blink twice if you need us to send help. And they're like, blink twice.
That line is actually brought up in the movie.
Oh, shit. But anyway, that's what my synopsis is, but apparently I'm wrong. Christopher, what is Blink Twice about?
Well, you got a quarter right. So, so we're talking about
There's blinking. There's blinking involved in this movie. Spoiler alert.
There's
The
definitely
actors
blinking
blink.
involved. We are talking about Blink Twice. It is a hard R. It is 1 hour, 42 minutes, or 102 minutes. This is directed, first-time director is Zoe Kravitz. She's been in a bunch of movies before this, but this is her first time behind the camera. Congratulations. She had a hand in the screenplay, but this is also based on a book by a gentleman named E.T. Feigenbaum. I hope I said that name right. Anyways, stars Miss Naomi Ackel. We have talked about her movie, the Whitney Houston biopic. I believe that was about a year and a half ago. Not a good movie. Mr. Gambit Tatum.
Hey.
I know we talked about him again in Wolverine, Deadpool 3. I think we talked about him in another movie this year. I forget, but that'll come up later. Aaliyah Shawkat, you know her as maybe Funke from Arrested Development, and then Adriana Arione. I botched her name by a lot, but she was in Netflix's Hitman, which we also discussed a few months ago. Also, a fantastic supporting cast in this here, including Christian Slater, Simon Rex. He might be the least known guy in this one. He had a rap song. He was a reality show star. Whatever. Haley Joel Osment. Yes, I see dead people. He is not a young man anymore. Well, he hasn't been a young man for a while now, but he's in this. He's pretty great. Gina Davis, and then Mr. Kyle MacLachlan is in this. So this is one of those movies where I don't know how to talk about it without giving spoilers. So much like our Deadpool 3 review a few weeks ago, I'm just going to tell you the broad strokes. I'm going to give you my review, and then we're going to get into spoilers. And then if you haven't seen this, if you want to see this, click off as soon as we get to that. But we will make it very well known that spoilers are involved here. Fantastic directorial debut from Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz, the daughter of rock god and fashion impresario Lenny Kravitz. Fantastic, dude. Like, I'm engaged the entire time. Do some things get repetitive yes, but that is the point of the movie. To give you the brief synopsis, two ladies who are freelance servers. They go to big wig events. They hand out some cream puffs, some champagne, whatever, and then the rest of the time they're struggling to make their New York rent. Um, they get invited by billionaire Channing Tatum to his private island, and they cannot be more excited to accept his invitation, despite the fact he's just recently gone through some weird controversy, which is alluded to at the beginning of the film. They get to the island, and just it's hedonism. There's lots of drugs, there's lots of booze, there's lots of breakfast. For some reason, there's no sex. No one ever hooks up with anybody. There's a couple of couples, but it's it's whatever. Um, the trailer for this was very good. Did not really give anything away, at least in my opinion. Again, that's why we're going to do the spoiler review in a bit here. But some ill shit goes down, and it's just weird times on the island. The moral of the story is, ladies, and the few gentlemen who might get involved in this, you meet some rich guy, or you just meet some weirdo who's a friend of a rich guy, and they invite you to come to their private island. No, much like Kamala Harris, don't come. don't come to the island. So I enjoyed the shit out of this. I think the direct ending is stupid. It's kind of Tales from the Crypt-ish, but I didn't dig the ending. If I loved the ending, this would be a 5 out of 5, but because I thought this was such a good, there's not an one of my biggest complaints in these reviews, Mike Fish, is we could have taken out 5 minutes, we could have taken out 20 minutes, sometimes we could have taken out a whole hour of these movies. There's not an ounce of fat on this movie, regardless of what I think of the ending. It has to end somehow. 4 to 5. This was a fantastic film. I just based everything off the trailer, and then I didn't even recognize the date. I just found it in the app. I was like, oh, that came out today? Thankfully, I don't have to watch the remake of The Crow. I will go see this. Outstanding. Okay. Also, I've heard, The Crow ain't too bad. But that's what I've heard, but I also don't care because I don't want to see the remake of The Crow. So, blink twice, 4 to 5. I would now like to get into spoilers because some weird shit happens in this movie, and some weird shit happens around this movie and my life.
Ooh.
Maybe that's a little too dramatic, but again, all I know is what I've seen in the trailer walking into this movie. All I've seen is the trailer, the date, and that's it. However, when we sit down, we go through 28 minutes of commercials and trailers. By the way, spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've been warned. If you either can't see this movie or you don't care about seeing this movie, you're now in spoiler territory. Sit down, watch this movie, go through 28 minutes of trailers and commercials, and we get hit with a trigger warning. Now, Mike, we here at the Waffle Box, we actually give a disclaimer. Yeah, you might hear B, C's, A's, D's, all that fun stuff here. However, there's a very specific. The trigger warning lasts so long, and I'm not surrounded by anybody, and thankfully I didn't have my flash on, which has been a mistake once or twice in past memories, but didn't have. So I took a photo. Here's the trigger warning. We are proud to finally share Blink Twice with audiences in the theater worldwide this week. Blink Twice is a psychological thriller about the abuse of power. While this is a fictionalized movie, it contains mature themes and depictions of violence, including sexual violence.
Ooh.
This may be upsetting or triggering for some viewers. For resources that offer support, visit blah 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 blah. Visit a URL, which is like, why would I? What? I don't understand that. I'm not making fun of that detail, but I thought it was very unique. Mike, I go see so many goddamn movies, and guess what? There's rape in this movie. We are demonetized already, so I can say rape, 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 and retard all I want. We are not penalized for a thing we are not receiving. So rape, 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 rape happens in this movie.
Jesus.
Yeah, man, it happens. When we finally get to the twist where people are getting raped on this rich man's island, I'm kind of not surprised, but at the same time, I was like, oh yeah, I didn't see that coming. I thought like at most someone would get murdered, or there was gonna be some sort of stupid pagan demigod, or I don't know what I was expecting going into this movie. But guess what? I wasn't expecting anything in this movie. As I mentioned, took a photo of this screenshot and then posted it in my Regal Unlimited chatter group. Was very surprised to see this trigger warning before blink twice. Maybe some of you need to see this. Like, I don't know. I'm not making fun of it. I'm not downgrading it. I'm not approving it. But I'm just like, this was a thing that happened. I've never seen this happen before. Like I just said, rape is involved in this movie, and I've seen other mainstream major movies where rape is involved, rape is the subject, and I've never seen this trigger warning before. I've never seen this disclaimer. I don't know what the difference between a trigger warning and a disclaimer is. Again, Waffle Box has a disclaimer. If you don't like to hear the word cunt, don't listen to this podcast. We tell you that up front. It happens. I post this, and as of this listing, 36 people reacted to it.
Ooh, how'd they react? Shock or pleasure?
There's a lot of thumbs ups. There's a couple hearts. There's a couple laughs, which is weird. There's a couple of those care reacts. There's one of those I'm shocked things. And then for some reason, some lady gave a angry react. I don't understand. However,
she's probably like, wow, why do they have to give a warning? Oh, it's woke America. Everyone's so woke.
That comes up actually in this thread here. Like, there's plenty of people responded to this, which almost never happens whenever I post something in that group. One guy was just like, here we are on the brink. Another guy was just like, oh yes, I didn't see the trigger warning necessary. He goes on a little bit more, but I was just like, much like I just said, I've seen way worse. Like, this isn't Jodie Foster in The Accused, where a young hooker gets raped on a pinball machine in front of a bar in front of like 12 people. That doesn't happen here. That's way more graphic than what happens in this movie. Channing Tatum was so good. Yeah, Channing Tatum is very good in this. By the way, he's incredibly good in this. Poor Things should have had a disclaimer, and that's now on Disney Plus. And someone went, "It's on Disney Plus? What? Oh yeah."
Somebody think of the children.
Again, and then one guy was just like, where are you? Oh, why were you surprised? First off, fuck you, Michael. Why were you surprised? The studio has been teasing, blanketing the internet with this for the last 10 days. I was like, hey man, I haven't been following the marketing for this for the last 10 days, let alone the entire saga of this. I saw the trailer. I thought it looked good. I was like, I want to go see that. I like everything involved with it. I like the cast. I like that Zoe Kravitz is trying to be a director. I think this is the most obnoxious comment I actually have. And there's some people who are just making fun of everything, but I'm just like, what's your fucking problem? All right. A couple of folks was like, I thought I gave it a better movie. Yeah, I agree. Again, if you haven't been following the marketing for the last 10 days, you don't know this movie is about rape. You should probably have been familiar with that. Also, again, men and women, if someone invites you to their private house, you're gonna get raped. Don't go. Just stay at home. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Especially with the old Epstein shit. Someone, I don't care how rich you are. If you invite me to your private island, I'm like, no, thank you. Just
one gross comment is, if you can get trauma triggered by a movie, stop paying for the movie. Start seeking therapy.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to the movie with the intention of being trigger whatever. That's a dumb comment.
Yeah, and then there are other, I thought it was a thoughtful warning. It's fine, but Mike, I don't know. Again, you go to movies so much seldomly than I do, but in the poster, hell, even in the trailers, you'll get that big green screen. It'll have the Motion Picture Association's rating for it. So, this movie was already rated R, and I should have pulled this while I was stalling for time, but here we go. Rated R for strong violent content, sexual assault, drug use, language throughout, and
Son
some
of a bitch.
sexual references. So I feel like that's already the trigger warning enough. That's already the disclaimer. By the way, 30 years ago, before 9/11, before Columbine, it just to be rated R. No one under 17 should see us without an adult.
Back in the good old days. When I was a kid, we didn't get triggered by it. We would just go into the backyard and play with a stick, and we were happy. And now these kids, they get all triggered. The only trigger that I saw when I was a young man was that on my grandpapa's gun when he was pistol whipping me for being a bad boy.
Okay, that's enough. Anyways, I don't know that the trigger warning is unnecessary for this, but I feel like it's there already. However, most folks aren't trying to read the fine print on that goddamn movie poster, and because people are using cell phones through movies these days, no one's looking at that green screen or that red band trailer. So maybe this did need a trigger warning. However, when a movie is involved with rape, and for the context of it, there's this fantastic one tracking shot where all the chicks are just getting raped. I think a dude is getting raped as well. He shows up the next day with a black eye, and he's like, I know, isn't this the funniest thing, bro? Like, Mike, how many times have you been punched in the face? I hope it's very little, but have you ever been punched in the face?
Once that I can remember.
Once? Didn't your head hurt the next day? Like, just
my
a little
nose.
bit? Yeah. You weren't laughing it off. You're like, oh my God, isn't this the funniest fucking thing? Like, I just told you I got stung by a mosquito at the top of this episode, and my eye swelled up. Look, that shit did not feel fun. In fact, I wish I was like, I wish it was something sexy as like got into a fight. Oh, no, this is dumb. No. There's a whole scene where we see the rape happening. It's one tracking shot to the right. For what it is, it's a good scene, but we never go before that. We never go after that. Like, it's supposed to be a twist. I guess I should have been surprised, but I was like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. That's why they're doing it. That's why no one's hooked up. They've been fucking. There's mind control in this, where the chicks all get a little perfume, and that just clears all their memory. But also, they've been drinking and smoking a lot of weed, and there's MDMA involved, and then just being baked in the sun. At some point, two of the chicks do wake up, and they're like, we should go back for our phones. Oh yeah, by the way, everyone on this island, before they went into the compound, just surrendered their phone. And then Channing Tatum was like, you don't have to give up your phone if you don't want.
That's nice.
This part is stupid. One, it makes you don't have to do anything you want seem more intimidating than you're gonna give it goddamn. But also they're on a goddamn island in the middle of nowhere. There's no cell phone towers. So when they go try to retrieve their phones, because we gotta call the cops. We gotta call the FBI. We gotta call the cops and the FBI. Oh, they're not getting a signal. No shit, stupid. I get most of you have never traveled. No goddamn signal in whatever island you're on, because it's an island. It's this goddamn big, and you're not gonna get a signal. I don't know where I want to go for this. I don't think this needs the controversy that people on Facebook, or at least in that Facebook thread, tried to start. I don't think there's anything to laugh about. Rape jokes can be funny. Example, dolphins. the rapists of the sea. However, if you've ever been raped by a dolphin, if you're in the Key Largo, Florida Keys, yeah, you probably don't find that shit funny. All right. Otherwise, yeah, nothing's funny about this. Nothing's funny about the disclaimer. Nothing's. There are funny moments in this. For a first time out, though, again, Zoe Kravitz did a fantastic job with this. I would like to see what she does after this. I hope she doesn't get hit by the sophomore curse. First movie is always good, and except for when it isn't. If it isn't, you don't get a second movie. The second movie is usually kind of shitty. So I hope Zoe Kravitz makes a better movie after this. But kept my attention. Not an ounce of fat to be cut from it. Again, I had a great time watching this. The ending is still stupid. It's very Tales from the Crypt. I don't want to get into any of that.
Well, you said you was going to spoil it. So spoil away, son.
No. I said I wasn't going to try and spoil it, but I don't know how to talk to this movie without making spoilers. I think
Gotcha.
I think the rape scene was the biggest spoiler in this.
I think we're pretty clear that there's some rape involved in this movie.
There's a lot of rape in this movie, Mike, except when there isn't.
And trigger
That's
warning.
the biggest thing. It caused a whole trigger warning. All right. So I've never seen that before. Again, we did a review on the Waffle Box 2 years ago. Adam Driver in Ridley Scott's with Matt Damon, The Last Duel. There's a depiction of rape that happens 3 freaking times. All right. It's intense. Each one gets more intense. When we finally see the real scene, it's super intense and uncomfortable. At no point am I ever uncomfortable in this film. But again, I enjoyed everything I saw here. It gets a little repetitive. That is the point of the film. Looking forward to Zoe Kravitz's next film if she makes one. This movie did nothing this week, and like no one saw it. Also, back to we did a review for Trap a few weeks ago. It's okay to like a film. It's okay to like a film audibly in the theater. But when you're talking with your partner, I did not feel bad for 1 second when I finally just got fed up and went like, I hope you cunts fall down the escalator at the end of the film. I wasn't talking to the movie. I was talking to these 2 dickheads behind me. They were 3 rows behind me, but I could hear them the entire time. That actually ruined the film for me.
Was that this movie or another movie?
This movie. We're talking about Blink Twice.
Okay.
But again, it's a small independent film, so it was in a small theater. I should have gone to see the 10 a.m. screening, but I slept in, went to the 12:30, 1 p.m. screening, and then we were surrounded by people, and then these 2 dickheads behind me are talking the entire time. The entire time. I said, shush. I said, would you mind? I went, yo. Then I finally called them cunts, and I wished them the worst situation. I hope they fall down the escalator going up. So they just continue to keep falling as the escalator is rolling them up. Anyways.
This is the greatest movie review ever, by the way.
Is it? All right. I hope so. I hope we get 3,000 views. Anyways, Blink Twice, 4 to 5 stars. It's a very good movie. It's well thought out. I've been thinking about it for the last 5 days, last 7 days, whatever. Yeah, fantastic. Go and see it. You'll probably see it on Amazon Prime in 3 weeks.
Yeah, Blink Twice, 4 to 5. Zoe Kravitz, directorial debut. And word on the street, did you hear about this? So one time, Channing Tatum decided to kind of go rogue and kind of do a little bit like a freestyling, what they call improv, on one of the scenes. And Zoe Kravitz was like, "Cuts! Hey, Channing. Either I need to know, are you going to do your own thing? Or are you going to go my way?" Boom! You're welcome for that one. Too late, Lathan. The joke's already happened. But there you go. That's how I'm going to.
I bet that actually happened.
Oh, someone definitely made like some Lenny Kravitz jokes towards her. And I bet she's.
That's a great joke too. I bet that also happened. And also, this is a fantastic Channing Tatum film. I feel like we. Fly Me to the Moon.
I'm going to make a name for myself right here. Is that the? Did you say
no,
that?
his role in Deadpool 3 is funny, but I just finally realized, yeah, we saw Fly Me to the Moon like 6 weeks ago. He was not good in that.
A
He's
lot
very
of
good in
Channing
this.
Tatum.
He's very good in this.
So don't go see Fly Me to the Moon.
I mean, you can see that probably on Amazon now also.
I think I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, that's not. It wasn't a bad movie. I just thought he was underperforming, but this was a good movie. He was good, very good in this.
There you go.
That's all I got.
Blink twice. 4 out of 5. Check it out in movie theaters or wait for the stream. But now we wrap this week up. After all that bloody raping, let's in this story or this podcast with a feel-good story. Let's make everyone feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Let's wrap this up with a nice feel-good story of the week.
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
This week's feel-good story comes to us from I am gonna track this out until I realize where it is. I don't know. I don't think I wrote it down. Doesn't matter. Anyway, it's in America. A UPS driver sprung into action after he noticed an elderly woman passed out in her driveway while on his delivery route. Raheem Cooper was making his usual deliveries when he noticed a woman lying motionless in her driveway, grocery scattered around her under the blistering 102-degree sun. He quickly jumped off of his truck, and after checking to see if anyone else was home, he called 911. Whilst waiting for the ambulance to arrive, Cooper began rendering aid to the woman who had been taken a severe fall and was in critical condition. Within 5-6 minutes, paramedics arrived and took over, rushing her to hospital. Once she was safely aboard the ambulance, Raheem stuck around to pick up her groceries. What a guy. His swift response undoubtedly saved her life. Cooper has since been in touch with the woman's family, who are relieved to share that she's now on the road to recovery. So, nice one, Raheem. What a nice guy. I don't know why, because I'm a softie at heart, as you might be able to tell.
You're a very sensitive man.
Very sensitive. I'm in touch with my feelings. But I don't know why. Part of that story. So yeah, this guy doing his delivery rounds spots an old woman on the deck, going, "Oh, I'm falling. I can't get up." Right, and she hasn't got a life lock or anything on her. She forgot it. Maybe, I don't know. But he rushes to her. He starts doing CPR. I don't know, helping her out. But for whatever reason, the bit that gets me is the fact that he stuck around and picked up her groceries. That's the nice. I don't know why. That's the nicest bit for me. But bless him. Bless his cotton socks.
Because no one else is doing it for her.
Yeah.
And she just went through a fucking thing, and if no one did that, she wouldn't have got her groceries. So I get why you're touched by this, Mike. And as well you should be. It's again, This is why this is the feel good story, dude. More people should just
pick up groceries.
Practice kindness, dude. Have you ever been to like the liquor store or just a convenience store and just done nothing more basic than just go like, "Thank you so much. I hope you have a good day," and just see the brightest smile show on their face? Like, you've been treated like shit so much this entire day that like my basicest compliment to you has just made you lighten up.
I don't know.
I got a couple stories like that all the time, dude. At least couple places I go to where they're just like, "Yeah, all right, here's your bottle of Jim Beam, sir." And then you're like, "Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Appreciate your time." And they're just like, "Huh? Yeah." It matters, dude. Kindness matters. So
yeah, I don't know if I do it in a sincere enough way, but I think because I'm trying to think back of how I'm very
passive about it, but it still happens.
Yeah, I think it's my autopilot is like, so once whether I do the to pay or whatever it might be, I just go, "Cheers, mate. Have a good one." That's my thing. Have a good one, and I walk out.
Wow.
So I don't know, but maybe because it's so like autopilot, have a good one. Maybe it doesn't have the same impact. Maybe I should make eye contact. Maybe I should go, hey, you have a fucking good day, pal.
Try it, man. Make a little eye contact and just say the same thing. Don't do anything different. Just like, cheers, mate. Appreciate your time. Whatever you just said there.
You're a real one.
Man. You're a real one. Outstanding. I bet you they fucking smile ear to ear because they've been treated like shit so many times that day.
Maybe that's it, right? Waffle Box Nation, Waffle Box Syrup Squad people, right? That's your homework between now and next week. Or you should do it for the rest of your life, but find someone and just give them a random compliment. And when I say random compliment, I mean like just go like, hey buddy. Just by looking in your eyes, I can tell I bet you're a really good cook. That's just like a random compliment. Oh, no, I'm not, but thank you very much.
It's a little too abstract, but I still appreciate the sentiment. Like I wouldn't say like, hey, I bet you know how to fucking cook some caliche. I would just be like, just thank you. Appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you. I bet with those arms you can carry 6 shopping bags at the same time. Like,
well,
make an effort.
I've been working it.
Yeah, thanks.
How'd you know?
Thanks.
I'm wearing a heavy flannel here. How'd you know?
Anyway, so there you go. Make a random person smile this week. What Syrup Squad? And let us know at Wafflebox on Twitter or in the YouTube comment section what you did. Don't make it up, because that's cheating. And we don't endorse cheating or human trafficking here on Wafflebox.
No human trafficking, no rape, no
lying.
No lying.
What? No, I'm not going to rank them. They're all bad.
They're all bad.
All bad. That wraps up another episode of Waffle Box, episode 164 in the books. Let me get a calculator out. Oh, it means 165 is next week. Wow. That's a lot of numbers.
That's good.
Kush, what are you up to in the next 7 days? You might want to promote anything?
No, nothing to promote. We just lost the Redhead Days Festival, but go to the Microdose. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Spotify. But check out the Redhead Days interviews I've done over the past few years. It just ended, but it's never a bad time to listen to those episodes because they're pretty good. There's like 4 of them now.
And
there's a couple where I was just there visiting, just like, yeah, I'm here. Redhead Days. Go.
Are you doing like video content?
All audio.
Oh, well, go on YouTube, because I know they're on YouTube. But just put in the comment section, hey Kush, your voice makes me smile. Something like that. Just compliment him.
Please. That's nice. I wouldn't hate it.
Also, I'm kind of hope this happens, but this is recorded on Monday, releasing on Wednesday, and the thing that I was going to promote could be happening Tuesday. Oh. So I could say, hey, we did this thing yesterday, you should check it out, but due to technical issues, it might not happen, so I don't know what to do. So maybe
I think there's way too much dialogue.
Maybe
What?
Maybe there's a new episode of Claret and Big Blue podcast with myself and Alex Middleton. Check your podcast machines on YouTube, Claret and Big Blue, the only podcast on the internet dedicated to West Ham United and the New York Football Giants. That's right, football and football balls for everyone's taste. So hopefully they'll be back.
Will we be talking the New York Giants or will we be talking West Ham?
Yeah, probably mostly West Ham because New York Giants are still preseason. And no one cares about preseason football. But there you go. So check that out. That's a good night for me. It's a good night from Kush. Lathan! Any final thoughts?
I just wanted to give a friendly warning to our listeners that as we approach the end of another August, prepare yourself for the impending invasion of the Spirit Halloween stores coming to a strip mall near you. They'll be here before you know it.
Facts.
Just the facts,
no, mine's already opened up.
Oh, shit. They're already here?
They're already here.
God damn it.
Like a week ago, yeah.
They're like lantern flies in the northeast. Springing up out of nowhere. Kill him. Well, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Anyway. Until next time. Take care of yourselves. And each other.
That's all, folks.
Play me off, Johnny.